on Beale Street in downtown Memphis, Tennessee. It is game 3 of this West regular season. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, MVP, 48-34 in the regular season, with Ja Morant alternate tonight. Last 3 of this Western Conference best of 7 first round. Jaren Jackson Jr. against Holmgren, inside out. A Bane 3, it's off. And the rebound to Luguentz Dort.
I like the play there. The Grizzlies ran a little misdirection. Then you get the drive by Jaren and the great look for Desmond Bane. If you continue to get those type looks for Des, they'll go down.
Holmgren for the corner 3. That's long. Pippen with a tap rebound to Jaren Jackson Jr. Grizzlies got great looks at the top of game 2. Here's Pippen to the cup, but misses the chippy. And the rebound. That
just unfortunate that the ball didn't go down.
Morant against Dort. Screened by Edey. Pick and roll. And a foul.
Lead, but good to see a competitive Grizzlies team, but also it'll be nice to see a Grizzlies team with a lead on the scoreboard.
They did not lead at all in game 2. They have a 2-0 lead here in the first minute of game number 3. Holmgren double-doubles in his first 2 games. The 3 is long. It's boarded by Bane. Oklahoma City winning game 2, 118-99. Morant will try for 3. And the rebound to Jalen Williams. Williams and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, a dynamic duo. 43 games this season in which both of them have scored 20+, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who made more jumping to 2.
Yeah, you see how he gets himself open though. The bump initially. Then he settles in. Then he gets one more bump with a little bit of a chicken wing to create the space as he shoots that jump shot going backwards to knock it down.
Morant, a 3 off. Tip rebound ends up in the hands of Edey. Edey comes up high to set the screen. Morant curls around it. Shot clock winding down. A baseline jumper. Good by Ja Morant.
Nice job there by Ja to probe and find a little mid-range jumper.
A Jalen Williams jumper is off the iron, and a fast series averaging 22 again.
Strides in the athleticism to get to the rim. But they also use him as a secondary ball handler in screen and roll scenarios or in one-on-one play. And that little pull-up jump shot, very comfortable taking it and knocking it down.
Morant through the lane, and a drafted and developed. Morant got the step, gets inside, but can't finish. Crowd wanted a foul. Nowhere in the whistle. Holmgren drives. Isaiah Hartenstein, his first touch. Dort, an open corner 3. And the rebound, Bane. Good box out of Holmgren.
Let's see if they get Jaren Jackson Jr., partner, a shot here sooner than later on the inside. Really found his rhythm in game 2.
Particularly in the 3rd quarter. Lob for Edey. Well defended. Dort comes up with it, and Dort traps. Turnovers committed than they force. And the Grizzlies get a fresh 24. Jaren against Hartenstein. Got to the cup and banked it in.
I'm saying, partner, you got him, especially coming off the game that he had in game 2 and how aggressive he was, not just settling for shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander drives, erased by Edey. Edey screens for Pippen. Jaren with a drive. Oh, physical play.
SGA and not picking up a foul.
A Jaren 3. Bango!
Got to use him, especially when he's groovy.
Gilgeous-Alexander tracked by Pippen. Wraparound bounce pass, ping-ponged around. Stolen by the Grizzlies. 2-on-1. Pippen sets up Bane for 3. Des gets his own miss, reloads, misses again. And
you got to ask out of the game when you just hit the 2 baskets back-to-back for us, and you've been our offensive weapon here early in this game.
So Santi Aldama comes in. Gilgeous-Alexander rises around and out. Rebound Edey. Meanwhile, Desmond Bane, 4 for his last 25 from 3 against Oklahoma City. A Pippen 3. Yes!
Timeout, contesting. And he said also getting that first shot, getting those rebounds. No offensive rebounds yet for the Thunder. In fact, 7-0 in favor of the Grizzlies on second chance points.
Thunder get a little smaller as Isaiah Joe comes in. And a finish by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Not only a fantastic jump shooter, but the most proficient driver of the basketball in the NBA.
Finish that one with the left floater in the lane.
Pippen, a clean look at a three. Bango! Scottie Pippen Jr.
Being able to manipulate the screen and roll, condense the defense to then find Scottie Pippen Jr.
Top side three, Williams, no. Long rebound filters out to Isaiah Joe. Dort off the reload. Another offensive rebound and a stick back by Jalen Williams that time. Grizzlies not able to clear the defensive glass. Edey, a long two, puts it in.
Like size 18s or so for Zach on the bench. Here in this playoff series and even going back to the play-in game.
What you need to know about Isaiah Joe, he shoots the three. And on cue, he does and knocks it in. Season from beyond the arc, averaging 10 points a game. And Aldama, long jumper, it's a three from Santi Aldama.
Patient there by Santi to get that three up and in.
Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it. A foul line jumper by Shai Gilgeous, the scoring champion of the NBA, 32.7 of the regular season. Another Pippen three, it's good again! Scottie Pippen Jr., 3 for 3 from downtown.
A little home cooking for this Grizzlies team. Has them clicking on all cylinders here early.
Gilgeous-Alexander, push off, no call, and a jump shot made for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander was not shot it well in the series. Starts 4 of 6, 3 for 3 tonight. See if the Grizzlies can reignite Jaren Jackson Jr., who got off to a good start. Pippen will try again. Good again! Holy cow! Pippen light.
Gilgeous-Alexander is making his shots, but you got to defend Scottie Pippen Jr. on the other end.
Jalen Williams with a fadeaway. Grizzlies 6 of 11 from three-point territory tonight.
He had 6 threes in game 1 of this series.
And then Pippen
Constantly going under the screens when he has the ball in his hands. He's made.
And that's a playoff. Pippen makes both free throws. He now has a playoff career high 14 points after 13 in game 2. Isaiah Joe got all the way to the cup and banked it in.
Because he's such a good shooter, you got the trail. You give Joe credit, he curled off of that away screen to get the look in the paint.
Jaren Jackson Jr. against Dort, 10 to shoot. Jaren on the deck, going into the spin to the foul line, trying to lean in, off glass, no. Rebound Hartenstein. Jaren Jackson Jr., Lucic Dort, 2 of the best defenders in the league. Dump down and a reverse slam for Jalen Williams. Kennard with a drive, sets up a Conchar three. Good! From John. Play in this series, they're averaging fewer than 24 assists per game.
And that's the one thing when you talk about, especially you don't want to get into too much one-on-one basketball against this level team. You got to use your teammates. As Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now just has it stuck on automatic.
Shooting 33% in this series. He is 5 of 7, and he has 10 points for the Thunder. Cason Wallace and Alex Caruso into the game for the first time tonight for the Thunder. Aldama, a three. Good! And the Grizzlies road, but the home rims more friendly.
More friendly, and it's nice to be in the comforting setting of your home gym. Good blocks to give themselves a chance to win. You only had 1 turnover in that first quarter. You also were then able to grab 9 second chance points as foul.
For the Grizzlies this season, Kennard. Kennard's got a clean look from 3. And the rebound knocked out of Edey's hands and picked up by Jalen Williams. Williams drives and
Or secondary.
And he's missed twice an offensive rebound. Grizzlies not prepared for the miss. And Williams makes him pay.
Those are the things that you can't have happen in these type of games. You get a guy to miss 2 free throws. You got rebound.
Jaren Jackson Jr. picked up by Caruso. He wheels, he hooks, and hits.
Jaren's done a good job of attacking that matchup when he's had the opportunity.
Williams around the Hartenstein screen. Drop off. Hartenstein loves the floater, but not that time. The rebound to Jackson. Morant, baseline. Yes!
And the adjustment for the Grizzlies with these screens are they're setting the screens higher to give Ja Morant more of a running start against the big of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Williams got all the way to the cup, and you can see that he can handle it very well. So even without Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the floor, Mark Daigneault very confident to put the basketball in his hands to initiate offense. Morant stumbling down. Morant, a clean look at a three. It's through! Morant tonight, 9 on the game, second assist for Edey. Grizzlies.
A good knockaway there by Luke Kennard.
Their largest lead of the night. Third turnover for the Thunder. Morant got Hartenstein in the air.
He was able to knock.
Playoff three-point make of his career.
So Jitty has just continued to make winning plays for his Grizzlies, whether it's knocking down a timely shot, coming up with a big defensive play, or a defensive rebound. Those are the plays you need from your guys coming off the bench.
Wiggins crosses over, blocked by Edey. But the ball picked up by the Thunder. Caruso knocks down the three, and again, the hustle plays, at least in that sequence, going the Thunder's way. Their hustle plays, Brevin, I thought in game 2 was a big reason why they were able to maintain their lead throughout and go on to win. Here's Morant in traffic. Edey.
Of the lack of size on the floor for this Thunder team. Situation, drive.
Hartenstein on the bench with 3 fouls. Williams to Williams. And an air ball 3, but Caruso. And Caruso, man, he is an incredible pest. He's been guarding Jaren Jackson Jr. and Ja Morant.
That's his versatility on defense. That's what he brings to this Thunder team.
Mr. Hustle, screened by Edey. Morant elevates, but it's short. And the rebound to Williams.
And Ja will get those shot opportunities because with Jalen Williams in the game at the big position, doesn't have the same size as the other bigs.
Three-point miss, boarded by Bane. Wiggins missed the 3, Bane the rebound. Grizzlies a 13-point lead, not quite 4 minutes into the second quarter. Jaren, one-on-one, Caruso comes to double. Jaren finds the open, Morant and the lob to Edey. Great.
Kind of like a hockey assist for the Grizzlies.
Williams, short. Ball pops free, loose ball, Bane, ahead to Morant.
Get Luke Kennard an easy one. That is.
I'm guarding some of the best players, so there's so many differences in that scout that, you know, you're guarding different players every night.
Your teammates are looking great tonight. Go watch them. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Wiggins on a back down, threw it right to Aldama. Bane trying to split the defense, drop off, Pippen, he hangs, he hits. Could have been a third foul on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but no air in the whistle.
And the thing is, a little difference here in this second quarter as opposed to the first quarter is a lot of the threes for the Grizzlies. 10-2 advantage, points in the paint here. In this second quarter, Edey fighting for the basketball.
Aldama finds Pippen, but covered up by Jay Will. 5 gone by here, second quarter. Pippen through the lane. Aldama one-on-one with Caruso, faces up and fills it up.
I tell you, partner, his competition. This is what we expected from this Memphis Grizzlies team coming in to this first round matchup.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 3 is off, boarded by Edey. Grizzlies up 21 on the team with the best record in the NBA this season. Aldama against Wiggins. Pippen, 8 to shoot. A step back three. Ooh, the crowd practically expecting every Pippen three to find the bottom.
Great D there by Desmond Bane to read the move of Caruso.
A look ahead to Pippen, a drop off for Kennard. Luke, a rim attack. Grizzlies swinging it from side to side. Pippen's three is through! Jay Will in the corner. Dort on the deck. Nearly lost it against Bane. Shot clock winding down. That three, that's off the mark. They have not allowed a fast break score from the Thunder tonight. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Isaiah Joe. Pump fake takes it inside the arc. Shot clock down to 3. SGA misses the 3. Tap rebound, corralled by Morant. 5 minutes remaining, second quarter. Morant down the lane, drop off. Aldama, good look, could not finish. But the Thunder averaging 24 fast break points a game in the series, none so far. Isaiah Joe airballs a 3. Pippen on the attack, got by SGA.
I tell you, Scottie Pippen Jr. partner has come to compete.
Oh,
It comes over
and
the
a steal from SGA. Here's Morant. Showtime! Second quarter.
And they have 6 turnovers they forced for 11 points. The Grizzlies still have only 1 turnover in this game.
Corner 3 down from Cason Wallace. And his first shot of the night finds the bottom. That was moments after the Grizzlies had their largest lead of the game, up 28. Jaren Jackson Jr., now Pippen. And Pippen traveled
Up until this point.
Bane on the guard against SGA. Nearly got the knockaway. 8 to shoot for Gilgeous-Alexander and the Thunder. 1-on-1. A Dort 3. Back iron. Bane rises for the rebound.
Big time rebound there by Desmond Bane.
Had 12 rebounds in game 2. Who punished the Grizzlies in the paint in the first 2 games, being outscored 22-16 in the painted area. Grizzlies 58% from the floor. The Thunder 39.5%. 10 on the clock. Morant drives on Cason Wallace. The foul line jumper is in.
And because there are no bigs on the floor, see how much the Grizzlies stay in attack offensively.
Gilgeous-Alexander, the floater. Cason Wallace, offensive rebound. Williams, that was deflected and stolen by Pippen. Drop off, Morant. Good situational awareness by the Grizzlies coaching staff.
Oh, wait,
no Jalen Wells.
A major loss if he's not able to come back. Nice
Backdoor.
But the Grizzlies, they can just continue to play at this level. They've been able to build this tight lead. Expect some type run by the Thunder at some point, but you want to just be able to squash that run and then keep themselves in the driver's seat as best possible.
Gilgeous-Alexander spins away from Pippen.
On that end, and the Grizzlies are going to need for Luke Kennard, especially with John Morant being down, they're going to need for him to be able to still knock down some shots.
Holmgren hits the 3 to open the preceding quarter. Well, Kennard has the most playoff experience in terms of games, 26. Both these teams really light on playoff experience. Pippen covered up by Dort. 10 to shoot. Pippen with a drive. In and out. And a rebound falls to the Thunder.
Very important first 5 minutes of this third quarter. The Grizzlies don't allow the Thunder to establish anything on the offensive end.
The Thunder actually had a winning record when trailing at halftime. They were 14-9 in the regular season. Jaren through the lane, draws a foul.
It may have just been announced to us, but I want for this Grizzlies team, he knew exactly what the task at hand was going to be and what they were going to have to do to be able to pull this basketball game out without John Morant.
Williams, his 3 is off. Meanwhile, Hartenstein, that was his 4th personal foul. So Hartenstein with 4. And the Thunder tried to play small in that second quarter.
A lot of it was they had to play small because of the foul situation that they had going on.
Jaren works against Hartenstein, and that'll be called an offensive. Hartenstein's floater is in. Hartenstein's first bucket of the game. been averaging 10 a game in the first two.
And that is his go-to shot, that little floater.
Pippen left that one well short. Gilgeous-Alexander turns the corner and misses from the baseline. That one halfway down. Kennard, blow by Dort. Bain, Pippen, Edey. Just the Grizzlies, but it goes out of bounds. At least not a live ball turnover.
Right. Those
live ball turnovers in both games 1 and 2, detrimental to the Grizzlies' hopes of wins. Gilgeous-Alexander leans in, fades, and hits. 20 for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Europe coming over from Paris. Edey got fouled. Mark Daigneault does not make any changes, even though Hartenstein has the 4 fouls. Bain drives, has it blocked. But
rely upon in this scenario.
Jaren, 6 to shoot, wheels in the lane against the double team. Bain for 3, bingo!
Out of these late double teams by the Oklahoma City Thunder. One early was a tic-tac-toe play that led to a lob for Edey from John Morant, and a nice 3 there to Desmond Bain. Good steal here by Kennard.
Kennard with the steal. One way to get your pace back. Pippen on the bounce. In traffic.
Offensive foul.
First time in his career coming over as a free agent from the New York Knicks. Crushing Denver 65-47 at halftime.
That is.
Well, and that's why I suggested that the Thunder were going to really try to get a sweep out of this. That 3-ball missed. Pippen the rebound, and he gets fouled.
This level of effort and execution and not allowing the Thunder to play up and down basketball, they can push them to a limit that they weren't expecting also.
Dort picks up his second personal foul, 13th foul on the Thunder. Jackson against Hartenstein, takes him in the lane, hooks and hits.
Jaren almost grabbed at his left ankle when he was getting up.
A lot of physicality in this game. Gilgeous-Alexander out of the double. Hartenstein swings to Williams. Grizzlies up 24.
Good
Williams. But then Holmgren comes up with a loose ball. Another second chance opportunity for the Thunder. Grizzlies 5 blocks on the night. Kennard for 3. And Dort the rebound. Quality look for Kennard. He struggled in the latter stages of the season, shooting the 3-ball after shooting so well in the month of January. Hartenstein's floater is long. Dort taps out the rebound. Holmgren puts it on the deck. Hartenstein throws ball here. 5 gone by in the third. Pippen, a 3. But the Thunder have 8 offensive rebounds. Bain, and the Grizzlies turn it over. Turnovers were not an issue in the first half. They're starting to become an issue here in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander knocks down a 3.
I talked earlier about you cannot dribble into traffic with this Thunder defense. They are too good with their hands, and the length of their wing players is something that you have to be aware of.
Knock away.
Oh, wow, Lou Dort just took Desmond Bain out on the screen.
Bain for 3. Long rebound to Williams. Joe forced inside the arc. Dort will try a 3. Kennard able to reel in the rebound. Bain thought about that 3 and then a bad cross-court pass stolen by Isaiah Joe. But the Grizzlies get back and get organized defensively. Gilgeous-Alexander against the double team. Williams, shot clock at 5. A corner 3 by Holmgren is in.
Desmond Bane's got to be, in terms of the passes that he's going to make, be aggressive, but then you got to be better in terms of where you're throwing the basketball.
Pippen, a drive, a spin in traffic, a Bane three. Gilgeous-Alexander
able to get the stops that then allowed him to push the basketball. Right now, the Thunder are forcing this to become a half-court executing game for the Grizzlies.
Grizzlies 2 for 9 shooting in the period. Holmgren, an open three.
Ball so that you don't allow this Thunder team to get out and run and get easy scoring opportunities.
John Conchar into the game. Edey's out. Jaren Jackson Jr. against Cason Wallace has the size mismatch, misses, and then follows it up and in. Jaren Jackson Jr. working the offensive glass.
See if they can ride the shoulders of Jaren Jackson Jr. here in this third quarter.
Holmgren peels in the lane and lays it in. The Grizzlies cannot track down Chet Holmgren. 14 for Holmgren, averaging 19.5 in the series. Pippen has Holmgren. Pippen, 4 to shoot, behind the back, an Aldama three. Rebound Holmgren. He's everywhere at the moment. 6th rebound for Holmgren.
The thing about all of this is being done without Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really being a part of the offense.
Holmgren again.
The thing is, the one person you can't move away from, you can't get away from Chet Holmgren on the defensive side.
And he is in a rhythm right now. 16 in the period. Bane drives, steps back, and drops in a long jumper. 2 or a 3. They're initially scored as a 3.
I think they called it a 2 partner initially.
Holmgren drives, misses. Rebound Jackson. They did call it a 2.
And so they just continue to pick the ball up in the backcourt, and from there, they have been able to harass the Grizzlies into turnovers, but also not allowing them to get into any type of offensive execution.
Bane's 3 is off. Holmgren, Dort, Gilgeous-Alexander, Caruso, and Wallace on the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive rebound, Cason Wallace. Holmgren, a 16-point third quarter. Caruso underneath, and they send it outside. Cason Wallace misses a 3. Rebound Bane. Grizzlies start the fourth with Bane, Jackson, Edey, Conchar, and Kennard.
They got to get Jaren. Got to get into the scoring position for this Grizzlies team.
Drives, Caruso hacks at it, knocks it away.
The thing is you don't want to try to dribble against Caruso. He's too good off of the dribble.
Holmgren. Thunder were 6-10 this season when trailing after 3 quarters. 10 to shoot for Jaren against Caruso. Defense collapses. Jaren nowhere to go. Shot clock at 4. Forces it up and fills it up.
See, the thing is, he's bigger than him. Other defenders leave. You're still close enough to the basket to be able to shoot over the top. Don't try to beat him off the dribble from above the 3-point line.
Jaren Jackson Jr. at 20. Gilgeous-Alexander, a foul line jumper is in. 25 for Shai. 7 in game 2. Again, they go to Jackson against Caruso. Jaren in the lane. Got his own miss. Ball to the floor. Caruso digs it out. 19 times. Leading to 24.5 points lost on turnovers. Caruso feeds Cason Wallace. Tries to go up, under, and puts it in. Thunder have not led in this game. The largest rally to win a game in franchise history, at least as far as back as 96-97 season, is 26.
Thunder need max effort, max focus, and we got to keep the pace up.
Pippen for 3. Conchar offensive rebound. Meanwhile,
Well, that same level of desperation is getting to loose balls, trying to only allow one field goal attempt.
Holmgren drives and dunks.
He continues to be a problem for the Grizzlies in this series.
And 18 of those points in the second half. He was not a factor at all over the first 24 minutes. Kennard trying to create off the bounce. Deflected out. Only 5 on the shot clock. Edey, Pippen, a Scotty 3. Missed everything. Gilgeous-Alexander. It is a 3-point gone. Shot clock at 8. Bane against Dort. Crosses him over. Aldama for 3.
None of the thing is the Thunder, I talked about it before, their defense has gone to another level that the Grizzlies are not getting good looks even on the offensive end.
Yeah, shot quality's not there. Gilgeous-Alexander for the tie, and a foul. 6 from the line tonight, shoots 3 for the tie.
No John Morant in the second half.
7 first half points. We have a tie game. Third tie of the game. Thunder have never led.
The other thing, partner, the Grizzlies need to get down the floor and get into their positions quicker so that you have some options. Too many times they are playing against the shot clock before a pass is even made.
And not getting quality looks. A Conchar 3 off, and the Thunder look for their first lead of the game. Blocked by Pippen. Again, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does have 5 fouls. Bane Euro steps.
They're going to need.
You are seeing a first-class example of what this Thunder defense can. They have throttled the Grizzlies offense here in the second half. Williams knocked away. Conchar, Grizzlies in transition, Pippen through the lane, a no-look pass. Jaren on a back down, a spin, off glass and in by Jaren Jackson Jr.
Good job, good defense to start it all.
Gilgeous-Alexander off balance.
He'll be out for long.
Hartenstein screens for Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 8, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh! Kennard with a deflection and a steal. Aldama has a driving angle, off glass and in.
Grizzlies doing a good job getting stops.
Williams around and in. Jalen Williams, 20. Grizzlies trying to avoid an 0-3 hole. Aldama on the attack, falling down. Grizzlies turn it over. 2-on-1, Caruso, Gilgeous-Alexander. Missed it, but Caruso is there. The Grizzlies not making the hustle plays the Thunder are. And the lead is down to 2.
Got a break, like you said.
Bane. Dort boards. Thunder still looking for their first lead of the game. It's a very short rest for Jaren Jackson Jr. He's back waiting to check in. Gilgeous-Alexander, shot clock at 6. Spins to the foul line, dumped down, and a banked in shot to tie the game at 105 from Lou Dort. Bane around an Edey screen. Pippen, an open 3. Bingo!
We're getting to an open area and Desmond Bane delivering a nice pass. Hartenstein sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shot clock down to 3. Gilgeous-Alexander, a 3 against the shot clock. Rimming, no. Rebound, one hand, Edey. Took it away from Caruso. Shot clock already down to 10 for Pippen. And Pippen
Out on the floor. You can call that lean foul every single time.
3 by Williams, air ball.
The lights off.
Green lights signaling a coach's challenge. Aldama. Yeah, there's way too much clock to try to bleed it here. Only 7 on the shot clock. Grizzlies got to get it in. They do to Aldama. And the Grizzlies really loose with it. And they did flip the shot clock. Mark Dagnall doesn't understand it. But the referees don't blow it dead, so we play on. Pippen got hit in the face by Dort.
They have to be more desperate in terms of getting into their offensive sets quicker to get better looks.
Shot clock down to 4. Again, the Grizzlies against the shot clock. Jaren Jackson Jr., no. Gilgeous-Alexander, Caruso, passes on the 3, drives, dishes. Holmgren, a 3 for the tie, put it in. Holmgren, 5 triples and 22 points, 21 in the second half. And already the shot clock down to 16 in the Grizzlies with the ball at midcourt. Not playing with the pace they want to play with. Jackson against Caruso. Caruso picked his pocket. Thunder going for their first lead of the game. Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren, a 3 for the lead. It's off. It's boarded by Kennard.
Partner, get up the floor and get into an offensive set so that you aren't playing against the shot clock every possession.
Under 2 remaining in regulation. All even at 108. Aldama's 3 off. Williams. Of the night. Thunder, the lead from 29 down. Seven to shoot for Bane. Drives on Dort. A 3, long, boarded by Holmgren. With less than a minute remaining. Would be the largest comeback in the Oklahoma City era of the franchise to win a game. Pippen against Caruso. Caruso steals. Ball to Dort.
Disrupted player on the floor.
Edey taps it, and a 2-possession game.
Bounce.
Which the Grizzlies have struggled with in the postseason. Jackson screens. Kennard can't get loose for a 3. His 2 is blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. A Conchard 3 is off. It's boarded by Holmgren. And now the Grizzlies not back defensively. The Grizzlies is in desperate need of points. Bane, desperation 3. Nope. Boarded by Caruso. And the comeback is complete for the Thunder. Lead went away, and Nick Young helped.
You need your big name players to be able to step up and make big plays. The Grizzlies just could not get it.
Aldama, long 2. And a putback is complete, and the Grizzlies